I remember one of the quotes that, is it Jeff, or some of the rich men that have said, one of the rich guys that say that, you know what, if you want to make wealth, ditch all other women and concentrate on your wife. Consolidate all your resources. But the moment you chase this one, you have to spoil. And then another one, you have to spoil. And then another one, you have to spoil. While you are spoiling everything at home. Okay? So you have no peace at home. You have no sense of belonging with all these. And where do you hope that your companies are going to shoot? You're going to make sober decisions in business. You're going to invest well. While everywhere, your zip is opening up for everyone. Even if they dress up a jerrycan, you can literally go for it. The bad decisions that come haunting us in life. Okay? And we don't want to do that. Okay? Why are you marrying? Some of us don't even stop to ask ourselves, why am I in this relationship? You know it in your head that that relationship had to be done long time ago. But you're still in it. Why? Because apparently it's trending to be in a relationship. Okay? So you take it to the next level. You're going to, some people do kuchala because they want Instagram pictures. And introduction because of Instagram pictures. People have married because of Instagram pictures. We want to prove to everyone. And I want you to be very honest with your answers. Why am I getting married? If you're like, you know, they said, we are cast at my home, we are cast. So I want to show everyone that we are not cast. Wrong reason. Wrong decision. Why are you marrying? Because I have grown up and it's too late. Apparently they said if you give birth to, if you give birth late, things are complicated. Wrong reason. It's better you get married at 50 and have children at 50 with the right partner and making a right decision than making a wrong decision at 30 or 40 because it's going to burn your life. Okay? So why are you doing what you are doing? I want you to ask yourself. Let's go to the next to the next thing. Conviction. I told you that when values become clearer, decisions become easier. When values become clearer, decisions become easier. Do you have that? Now, when we get to conviction, we are convicted of something that we have already set in our lives. It could be that the religion that you subscribe to, it could be the clan that you subscribe to, it could be the political party that you subscribe to, but it could be your own values as well. So you must set the values and the foundation because the convictions are going to happen based on those values. When you betray yourself, you're like, have you ever felt I'm in a wrong place at the wrong time? It's better I exit. That conviction came because you already laid down your values. You're like, no, I'm never going to get married to a man that does not belong to the same faith with me. Because two people cannot walk together unless they agree. So we cannot be equally bonded or equally yoked, and yet I am facing a different direction and he's facing a different direction. I'm running to a mosque and she's running to a Bible study. Where are your children going to go? Will the girls go to the mosque and the boys go to the Bible study? But that is a value that some people have set, not all people. There are people who are open. They're like, you know what? I'm a Catholic, but I'm open to anyone. That is yours to decide. But there are those that have said, no, you will come and you're handsome. Some girls have told me that, you know what, let me tell you, it was too tempting. You know, the guy is good, he's well behaved, the only thing is I already set a value in my life. I'm never going to get married to a person with whom we do not connect faith. How are we going to hold hands and pray and agree about the same things? In times of fighting, how are we going to fight fair? Okay? So, your values, if your values is that you cannot be corrupt, and that is your value, you realize I have said that when values become clear, decisions become easier. Because then you are going to be convicted. Just when someone is winking an eye and passing money under the table, you will be like, you know what? Bless you so much, but take back your money. We don't do that here. I can give you all the options. I can be able to fast track in the system or do something, but in the right system, not in a wrong way. I'm not going to blink an eye while something wrong is happening. You set a value, and now you are being convicted. That even when, let me tell you, I have seen people that have refused to take money, corruption money, because they have been convicted. I have seen people that have come to me and they have told me, I have 50 millions and it's mine. Like they have given it to me. All I have to do is close my eyes and let this happen. But my heart is unsettled. I cannot sleep. And I usually tell them, I don't decide for you. But your heart, if you can't sleep, your heart is telling you there is something wrong. That is a conviction to show you that you are going against your value. Because when the values become clearer, decisions are easy to make. So what values? Are you living a life without values? You're going to accept anything that is going to come into your life. If you have a value of saying that, you know what, I respect other people and I respect myself, so I do not deal with disrespect. And that is a value that you have put into your life. When someone comes and you even smell the least amount of disrespect, you're going to put them in their place. You're going to tell them you do not belong. Around my circles, you do not belong. As in, there are people that are going to sieve themselves out of your life. Have some people sieved themselves out of your life because of the values that you have created, and they have called you a wiseacre? Your values have protected you. They have built a boundary, and now they know that now this fence has electricity. So if I try to cross, I'm going to be electrocuted. That is what, because boundaries are not there to protect us per se or to imprison us. No. They are there to safeguard us. So what values have you created in your life? I shared with some people here a list of values, but values look like priorities. You knowing your priorities, okay? If you know that this is not my priority, even if someone comes with a very good deal and in the morning they just want to pass time and give you lugambo, you'll be telling them, hold on to that. If you really feel we should share it, hold on to it because I will come back after lunch. This morning time, my priorities are to finish my report. You get it? And then, you see? Why is Zeka? You think everyone that hands in a report on time is one that is promoted. Now we have worked in this company. No one has promoted us. It's okay. Leave me with my wiseacring tendencies. Also create your own values and walk by them. Leave me in my lane. Why do you cross into my lane? Why are you bothered? Why are you poking your nose in my lane? Seek to understand what belongs in your lane. Okay? So, creating good relationships, okay, that can be a value that you set. Commitment in work, that can be a value that you set, that even when you get to a place, and commitment, by the way, is not just to work, even in ministry. Have you gone to a certain maybe church or a worship place, and someone tells you, yeah, we prayed here. We have attended every prayer here. We have chased all the demons. We have nearly finished them on earth. But nothing is changing. But now for you, you're praying what? How many times a day? And then I'm fasting, I'm praying, I'm seeking the face of God. And say, you try also, let's see where you will stop. And meanwhile, I told you, people that are discouragers, there is a way they don't look you in the face. There is a way they will look at every part else. Let's see where that will end. Ma'am, we tried. We did everything. That particular smanny man of God, or that particular leader, that leader, they will tell you all the bad things. But again, you've come into a space, and your value is commitment. So commit to what brought you in that place. Ask yourself, if I listen to everyone's input, am I going to do the things that I want to do? Am I even going to make headway in my journey? I'm not going to make headway. In the business, we tried, we saw, we did mobile money. The whole of this place, just tell them in our generation, got people made mobile money shops here, from here up to there. They made mobile, but no, everyone left here poor. Everyone, I think that business is for poor people. As in, a person that has values is one who says, I came with my own commitment to my own goals and my own dreams, and no one is going to take that away from me. So I am going to start a shop. I will wake up every morning. I will pray for my shop. I will work hard in my shop. I will show up. I will create good rapport with my customers, and I'm going to give them best services. I will even recommend other services that I don't have. I am going to do everything that they did not do. I will do it, and I will thrive. Because sometimes thriving is a choice that we make and a decision that we make. That you can thrive in a place that not everyone has thrived. Okay? So I don't want you to take other people's fears. You matter. Your decision matter, and what you want matter. What you like matters. Okay? So conviction, you are convicted only when you set values. Who of us can just share briefly about a value that you really believe in? A core value in your life. Yes, please. Sorry? Focus. Value. Wow. That's beautiful, right? Focus can be a value that you set in your life. And you say, you know what? This particular moment, no one is going to take me off this particular thing that I am doing. I'm setting myself. I'm setting the time. And I must laser focus for me to accomplish. The reason as to why for so many of us, we have failed to even make headway as pertaining our success is because we are everywhere doing everything. If it's a business, you're everywhere, listening to everyone about your business. Even your looks. If someone tells you, oh, you have a good leg today, then you put on a short dress. You show the leg. If another one says, it's the nose, you go and, what do they do? Contour it. No, jisongolera ddala. Sorry? And highlight it. Hey, I thought it was contouring. Hey, pardon me. You go and highlight it. As in, we are riding on what everyone is telling us. But you set your own values. Focus is a very good value. How many of us say, I'm going to adopt, to take on focus as a value in my life? It's going to take you very far. Commitment. Consistency, that is a value. Intentional actions, okay? Being action-oriented, that is a value that can take you very far. So I want you, and I think I should be able to share a whole list of value because it's a huge list of values. There are so many values, but you will be convicted on your values. Okay? Let's go. Choice. Understand your responsibility to choose. And in this case, I will start with this. What has been chosen for you? Because all of us here have a journey. We are on a journey that is an intentional journey from God. He set you on earth because he knew that you were unique. You are uniquely gifted. You are uniquely talented. The things that you do, you literally can see that not everyone even understands the things that you want to do, or your purpose, or your passion, okay? That means even it is written in the Bible that he predestined a good future. So predestined means that he already chose, that there is a particular future that he chose for you. And this is what it says, that it is to give you an expected end. Who expects that end? You expect that end. So you expect a good end. That I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be significant. I'm going to be in a happy marriage. How many of us believe you're going to be in happy marriages? Yeah. Flourishing and thriving marriages. Where you're just there and you just send yourselves bouquets. Don't you love those things of mwah? And you feel like, you know what? Sometimes you feel the butterflies are coming back. Kale, they are coming. They're not coming so much, but they are coming. Let me tell you, love is sweet. So if love is big, you are in wrong love. You are misplaced. That is not an expected end. That is not a predestined future for you. And that is not a good thought that God had for you. But wait for it. Sometimes Not actually sometimes. All decisions have enemies. All good decisions have enemies. And sometimes the enemies that stand in our way, that prompt us to make bad decisions, don't know that they're also pushing us close to the predestined end that God actually predestined. Because the Bible says he's not a son of man to lie. God is not a son of man to lie. That if he promised a good future, that even when you've gone through the detours, you were on the main road and the bad decision took you off the road, that was a detour. But that detour has a connecting road back to the right road. Because life gives us a second chance. And a second chance doesn't have to be chance number 2. The second chance can be the 100th chance. Okay? Like we have enough grace extended to us that even when you're just from a bad decision, have you seen people making bad decisions? And then right after a bad decision, there comes a worse decision. And then immediately after the worst decision, there comes a terrible decision. As in, have you seen someone falling? An old person. I think it's Tim who usually talks about the time that he fell and he didn't want anyone to see him on the ground and he fought to get up and he found himself back down. And then while he was struggling, looking around, no one should see me, down again. And then this time he decided to just stretch his legs and sit in peace. And then eventually get up slowly. Okay? Now, some of us have gone through those periods. You're like, why me? How many of us have ever asked that question? Why me? So many of us. So many things happen, and you're like, you know what? It is a dry season after a dry season, a famine after a famine, a desert after, as in lack after lack, a bad business after bad business, a bad relationship after a bad relationship. And for some people, a bad marriage after another bad marriage. For some people, it's even a miscarriage after another miscarriage. We have all been in those seasons. And sometimes you feel powerless, like it's not even in your power to make a decision to get out of that place. And you're like, I think I need a different power, a higher power altogether to just get me out of this place. And that is why we all believe in God. The supernatural power. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we can talk about experiences and decisions the whole night, and we will not exhaustively handle them, but thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being part of this beautiful space, this beautiful family. Those that have asked questions, thank you so much. I know that you've asked for a million others, and those that have not been able to be with us, and those that are on TV and online, thank you so much as well for coming on this journey with us. We are not leaving anyone behind, and we are not leaving you behind. So get in touch with us, DM us, on social media, on YouTube. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know what you would love us to handle, because some of you are in circumstances, in the middle of circumstances right now, and you're figuring out, you're like, you know what, I don't have maybe enough money to go to a coach, but again, Hold My Hand is here to be able to break it down. So ask your question, we can actually speak about it, we can answer it, and then we can be on our merry way to success and significance. So from us to you here is a bye-bye, we love you, and until next Friday, 5 p.m., same place.